Welcome to the Last Corner YouTube channel.
16 laps, so we're waiting for 16 laps of Red Bull MotoGP action, and away they go. A great start again. He does get off the line well. Alvaro Carpe again it is who's going to lead up the hill into the first corner.
But watch Veda Pratama in second place from the second row. He got a terrible start yesterday as plenty of riders go wide onto the green and beyond. Veda is in second place. Your pole sitter Rico Salmela in fourth. Kado Thompson up from well down on the grid into fifth. When you spoke to him after the race,
he was just detuned. You know, he wasn't angry. He was just fed up with it, really.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Yeah, so now the 28 of Maximo Kies.
He's on the chase, everybody. Indonesia, stand up, tune in, watch your man.
And Rico Salmela goes up into third place. He's not hanging about either. As they say, Veda Pratama right on the back of that 5 now. He's closed the gap so that could win this one.
Been writing a piece for Redbull.com about Where Are They Now, the Born Races, the documentary series following the riders from last year. And I'm actually saying it, Rico is a far more aggressive character this year than he was last. He's certainly proving me right here today.
That's right, and so Veda Pratama with the fastest lap of the race so far. He's had something up his sleeve. 8 laps to go.
Someone else that's pushing is the 94. Guido Pini's found his groove. Fastest lap of the race to him last time around. 0.3 of a second quicker than Veda Pratama previously then. Could we be seeing 6 riders become 7 towards the end of this one? We're only halfway through the race, Peter.
Yeah, that's right. Now, you saw the number 28 there, Maximo Kies, go off on the blue. That is the blue. So I don't think he's going to get penalised for that. It's not the green. It's, it's a different thing.
Another rider who has been penalised, though, is Evan Belford. He's down in 22nd at the moment, but could well be joining that party as well. As Brian Uriarte goes very, very wide. Lennox Famara has actually crashed out, unfortunately, but it says rider okay.
Yeah, I think you saw Brian run wide like that yesterday. It's very odd. Perhaps he just gets himself, in too deep there somehow, and that he lost a lot of places there yesterday doing the same thing. But he's dropped all the way back now to 5th place. Right, the lead Valentin Peroni on the 73 pulls out late on the brakes. He goes past Alvaro Carpe.
Didn't get to speak too much about Valentin Peroni yesterday, but he has spent the entirety of his summer break training in Malaysia with Hakim Danish and his trainer, and plenty of the up-and-coming stars from Malaysia. Very much used to the heat, even though he was suffering so far this weekend. He's also grown an inch or two as well in the summer break too, but that's not slowing him down here today.
And long lap penalty for 57 Zani for exceeding track limits. It is Peroni that leads. He really enjoyed the race yesterday. He said it was great fun. He said it all just got more and more crazy towards the end of the race. I really had a great time, and he said, I'm just going to try and do the same thing again, but maybe make a better job of it at the end of the race, he said. And that, of course, with 6 laps to go, is what he's doing now. He's pulled out the very slightest advantage over the 83 of Alvaro Carpe, and Kies back there in 3rd place.
Yeah, Kilo's been a bit quiet the last few laps, hasn't he? Just sort of Pini looking up the inside of Pratama. There he goes. He's into 6th position now as the Italian, as we see Peroni go over track limits on the exit of turn 3. Keep an eye on Moodley, Christian Daniel Jr. and Giulio Pugliese off the back there. They're ready to pick up any pieces that may fall in their favour.
They're a 1.5 seconds behind, and that could change.
What was their pace last time around? 1:45.0, so they were a couple of tenths quicker, actually, than your leaders, so they could well be catching them up come the end of this one. Didn't you? He's not getting track limits warnings. He said, well, I've got a few in my pocket now. That's not how it works.
Well, as you say, you said it was going to kick off. Well, it has. In biggest style, it's kicked off.
It has, well and truly. And you've got Moodley and that joining the party as well. It's just off the back. They're within a second now then. It's only going to get closer if these guys keep mucking each other up. But Kiles leads. Get behind me. They're going to flick a certain digit on their fingers in response.
Well, that is brilliant, as you say. Went from nowhere to 1st and back to about.
There's nothing like Rookies Cup out there, is there, Peter?
No,
nothing like it.
Nothing at all, no. My goodness. Well, superb stuff. OK, right, 3 and a bit laps to go. Pini's there. And the whole pack, and they're still just with a bit of an advantage over Rouchet Moodley.
up the inside, and a big bobble for him as he tries to get the inside of Carpe. Carpe's going to come back in, no, is he? He's going to push him wide. Who's that? Peony going very wide in the background.
I think he knows that with the gearing, he can't just run in the pack. He's got to get out in front, and here he goes to make the move again. There's just 3 laps remaining now of Rookies Cup action. Side by side with Alvaro Carpe. Carpe has the advantage on the brakes.
He does indeed. Quick scan through the bottom of the field as well, a bit lower down. Morelli's up to 12th, he's fighting with Ramersdorfer in 11th place. Pons is up there to claim some more points in 13th. Danish's weekend goes from bad to worse. He's 14th, unfortunately, the Malaysian.
And Uriarte has the advantage going into the...
So we've actually got 8 riders now towards the end of this, potentially battling for the podium positions then. You've got Moodley just off the back. How far off the back? Half a second. So 2 laps to go. He's really got to get a wriggle on now. Mind the green, boys.
Brian Uriarte takes up the lead. He's got Chies on his tail. Then it's Carpe, Peroni, Pratama is there.
But for how long?
Changing direction. Oh, that's so tight, it's so ragged. It's really getting the pressures on. And Ruche has dragged that group back into contention. It is now, what, 10 men battling for these.
He's going up the inside, yeah, he's going up the inside of Pugliese. He's taken Rico Salmela.
On the brakes. It's Carpe, superb on the left. Patama's up there into second place.
Wow, what a drive that was from Uriarte. Just cuts the inside line, overtakes Pratama through the middle of the corner. It's time for... It's Keyless in second place, Peroni in third. Is that it and done, Peter?
Well, as you say, Brian never makes a mistake. Well, there, like that, but he did. And Carpe now has the advantage. He's got it superb. I wonder if he knows how much of an advantage he has. He just has to keep it perfectly together now for the last half a lap.
He might have just gifted a massive advantage to Alvaro Carpe, who still retains the lead. It might be too much for anyone else to chase him. Here's the chasing pack then. You've got Ruche Moodley leading them through there. Honestly, Guido Pini, my mistake. But let's pay attention back to the front. Final sector time, Peter.
Yes, and it's Chies in second place, ahead of Peroni and the 54 of Veda Pratama. Surely it's going to be sorted out between these 4, and they've really got to do something about Alvaro Carpe. He's only got 2 corners to hold it together. He's brilliant through these 2 corners.
Surely it's too far. It's too far. Keyless, though. Wow, sides across Peroni. This is it. Carpe's done it. He's wrapped up the win, but who's going to get second place?
It's a double for Carpe, but it's Max Shears who's going to take second place. Who's going to be third? Veda Pratama on the podium.
Veda, he gets it. His first podium in Rookies Cup. He's done it.
Absolutely brilliant. Well, it all came unglued for him yesterday. It didn't today. Absolutely superb. Carpe, Chies, Pratama, Peroni, Pini in 5th, Moodley in 6th. What a great ride from Ruche and Moodley.
Back to a conversation. This is what happened with Uriarte.
Oh, yeah, he just, it all went wrong on the
start of the
brakes,
season, which were a little bit subdued by his standards. I did tell Christian Downey Jr. and Rico Salmela that come the second half of the season, he's going to turn the wick up and bag as many wins as he can. They went, really? I said, yeah, that's exactly what he's doing. Well, that is what he's done.
That is right. You're dead right, Matt, because, he was already thinking championship and race 2. And, I thought, oh, God, that's early to be thinking championship.
And that's not what he came here for, but 7th it is. Giulio Pugliese, 8th place. 27 points for Alvaro Carpe. Nearly entire race win back is Brian Uriarte. But you got to say, Carpe's just got to play it cool and calm.
The adjudications didn't see it that way, so he lost a place because of touching the green, and now has again finished 16th. But anyway, on to the podium. It is Veda Pratama for the first time. Max Chies has been on the Rookies Cup podium many times. He's an Austrian legend. This is the 40th anniversary of his first 250cc World Championship.